Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining me here at Investigative Card Making, where we discover the creativity in you. My name is Tara Bullman, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. For the past couple of days, Monday and Wednesday, I've been sharing with you some I can talk, right? All-inclusive card kits. Now, if you remember, I'll show you in the catalog. Well, one of them's in the mini catalog, and I'm sorry I do not have that one right now. But this right here is the all-inclusive card kit for looking up, and I'll show you the other one in just 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Where we made, well, I made 1, but I made 4 for you. And this has everything you need to make cards. It has the adhesives, it has a block, it has the stamp set, okay? Now, today, the one that I want to share with you is Gorgeous Posy. This is a project kit. Now, this one will have, it has a gorgeous box in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. I'll show you that. But it makes some beautiful cards. It makes 16 cards, and they have 4 of 4 designs. Okay, so that's really cool. And it has the ribbon and the little label things for your sentiments. And it has also... oh, yes, I know what that's called. Twine. Yes. But don't be mistaken with this as opposed to this or this. Simply Citrus is also an all-inclusive kit, and I will be showing you that one too. Actually, I'm pretty much almost through with that one, but I'll show you what I've done with it. I'll show you the stamp set maybe next week, okay? So... on this one, it does not include the stamp set or any ink spots, okay? And it doesn't include any adhesives. So when you're looking for a kit, you know, and you want everything to go with it, then you might want to check out the all-inclusive card kits, because they do come with a block. Now today, when I do this one, remember I told you my sister bought this for me? Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. I think this is my favorite. I don't care that it doesn't have a stamp set with it. She saw this and thought the same thing, I'm sure, because she didn't get the stamp set didn't come with it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the stamp sets from the all-inclusives from Monday and Wednesday. And then you can see how you can interchange all your stamp sets. You don't have to use that same one. You forget to buy this one, use the ones in your other kits. Or if you've already got stamps, use those. It doesn't matter. Whatever kind of card you need, whether it be get well, thank you. I love making thank you cards. Those are my ultimate favorites to make. Thinking of yous are really, really hard for me because they're, in a way... they can be I can't say that word. Sympathy cards. But also they can be uplifting cards, you know, because you are thinking of somebody. But I'm sorry, I meant to say sympathy cards are my hardest ones to make, not thinking of you. I like making those. Also, get wells are really fun to make for me. I'm pointing to my chest as if you can see it. I'm sorry, I forgot. One of these days I'm gonna do the face thing, but this was hard enough doing this part. So let's get on with it and see what we can come up with, okay? Now, so that nothing else falls over, I'll bring in the card kit. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous box. Can you see that? Absolutely gorgeous. Very sturdy. It has a thing in the front where you pull that down and it closes out the box. You can use this as a jewelry box or whatever you want to use it for. You could use it as a gift box to send to somebody, you know, send your cards in this. It's absolutely gorgeous. See there? I just stuck everything in here because everything came in here. Let me just dig stuff out so you can see what we have here. Oh dear. Oh, wavy. It's kind of sticking. I put the instructions in here and they're a little bit bigger, so it's a little bit harder to get out. Let me show you everything that comes in this kit. Excuse me here. Okay, isn't that a gorgeous box? Oh my. Okay, so you get your envelopes for every card, for all your cards to make. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? Here's the other card. Of course, your directions, which we know I have difficulty to do, don't we? And if you haven't seen the Monday and Wednesday video, check them out. You can see I don't follow instructions well. The pictures for the cards are right here, and that's what I basically follow. I see the things, I know that the pieces are in here, and I just put them together. I did need to read to find out if the sentiments were lifted up or something, so I made all 4 of them, but I'm going to make this one with you today. So let me show you the 4 that I made. Here's one of them. Well, I would show you. Oh no, we lost the cards. Oh, here they are. Oh, my stars. So you've got everything you need to make the cards, your bases, your layers, and then here's the cards that I made, okay? This one right here, I used, on this one, I did totally use, was it this one? No, it wasn't this one, but I'll show you the one. I did use the stamp sets from the other 2 card kits. Now let me show you. I'm trying to dig at them where you can't see, hopefully. I don't know because I'm not looking into the camera. Okay, so this one went with this one is with this one right here. Let me just show you that. It's Looking Up. And then this other one is with Hello, Dear Friend. Remember that? I do. And if you watch my video, you will remember it. That'd be great. Okay, so I've neglected to say that if you enjoy the video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you enjoy watching them all the time when they start becoming all the time, because I'm going to be videotaping Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or uploading, or whatever they call it. And those are the days you'll see a video. And in the near future, oh my dear, in the near future, I will do a YouTube live, and I believe it tells you that I'm going to do that. So I don't know. I have no idea. This is all new to me. But you can hit the or tap or click on the subscribe little word there and the bell, and it will tell you that I've uploaded a video. Okay? Ain't that just wonderful? Okay, so that's one of the cards I made. Here's another one. Ooh. And I didn't use the stamp set that went with that. Now you might see a little star thingy. That was on this one. I never used it. Oops, wrong one. Here it is. This right here. Let me put it on the back of this one. This one right here I used with up here. It's very faint. You can't really see that. And then here's another one. And I'm just using the from those 2 kits. That's it. This is the only one that I took another stamp set because I couldn't find anything in those other two stamp sets that was small enough. And the stamp set is Berry Blessings. This is part of a celebration, free celebration gift, or whatever you want to call it. During celebration by the 28th, we will be done. Celebration will be over, but this comes with Designer Series paper. Mine hasn't arrived yet. They, for some reason, sent it separately. So I received this one today, but not the paper. So anyways, I use that Bountiful Blessings. I love that because you know what? That reminds me of blessings. So there we go with that. Now I'm going to make the green one with you. You make my heart smile. I just love that sentiment. I really do. I love that. Let me put these back in here. Nice and neat like. I have all the, it has all, I put it in a little snack bag, and the other ones, remember I had it, I don't know if you saw that, but if you see the video, I put it in a bigger Ziploc bag like this. And I just thought, oh my goodness, they're swimming in there. So I had some snack bags and I put everything in here. So, and I did that with the other ones too, so that it wouldn't, you know, they wouldn't go swimming, because that wouldn't be good, would it? Okay, let me set this aside. Let me take off. These little white things come in every place. When I walk somewhere, they're there. Yay. Okay, there's the two stamp sets. And as I go along, I do have a tip about something that I tried, that I wanted to show you in the last two videos, but kept forgetting. So here's the pieces that we're going to do. I'm going to be using the dimensionals from the last card kit, which is Hello Dear Friend. I'm going to use up the rest of the glue dots. We have a strip for our sentiment. I already made the bow. Ain't that the cutest little thing? Barely can see that, can't you? I've got the pieces for the little flowers. I already put the leaves on it. And now we have this to put on. So I should have, oh, here it is. Okay, so there's the picture right there, but let's go to the bigger picture, huh? Okay, the bigger picture's right here. And all I'm doing is I'm looking at the picture. Now, when I was putting it together originally, I saw, you know, okay, use the glue dots on this or whatever. Well, I did not put glue dots on there. The first one, the other one I did for the examples, it was so tedious to use glue dots. So I don't think that I'll be using any more glue dots, but I did use some tear and tape. Now, everything that I use in this, I'll even give you the numbers and everything for all the product that I use. It will be in the description box below. That way you'll be able to know what it was. Okay, so I used this, and we're going to take that off right now. We're going to put this on first. Oh, because I noticed that in here, okay, it goes underneath the sentiment. So we're going to do that. And it's just a little bit over the purple. But you can do it however you want. This is your card. So whenever you make the cards, they're your cards. Make them however you like. Now I'm going to try really hard to take this on without messing it up. Oopsie daisy. Remember the doctor? Thank you, Lord, I'm not a doctor. Because I wouldn't make a good one, I don't think. With all my oopsie daisies. Oopsie daisy. See? Oh, dear. Oh. Let's get that. I hear, whoops. Oh, my stars. Okay, there we go. This wasn't fiddly, it was just difficult. Okay, So let's put this down like it's supposed, like we know what we're doing. Do we know what we're doing? I'm going to turn it this way. It looks a little better. Okay, and we're going to kind of cover that. So see, you can't even see, oopsie. Well, it's crooked, but hey, you're not going to be able to see most of it anyway. So we're going to go ahead and stamp this because we need to put it on next. So the stamp that I used before was You Make My Heart Smile. And I'm going to use that again. Actually, maybe, no. I'm sorry. I like the You Make My Heart Smile. I don't know why I'm sorry. I like it. So that's an encouraging one, right? Now I'm going to use the block from Looking Up. This was a bigger block than the other one that was in the other kit. These are D-size blocks. Both of them were. So we have other blocks, and I have a set of them, and I don't see any on my desk at the moment. Or let me see. Nope, I don't see any. However, they are they're like this, kind of maybe thick, and then they're I can't pronounce the word, that's ergonomically whatever. Like they fit really good in your hands. Why don't they just say that, right? It has a little groovy thing in here, and then you can hold it a lot better. But this, I hold it just fine. Okay, so the color that we're going to use in this, I believe, is Blackberry Bliss. So let me just double check with the numbers, right? 3. No, I was wrong. It's Gorgeous Grape. Okay, so let me pull out my Gorgeous Grape. I did not tell you what inks go with this, didn't I? Did I? I did not. I am so sorry. Let me tell you. The inks that they recommend to go with this are Blackberry Bliss. That's the first star of the show. Blushing Bride. It's around here somewhere. There it is. Blushing Bride. Also, Gorgeous Grape, which is what we're about to use. And Highland Heather. The coordinating colors are Soft Seafoam, Mint Macaron, and Shaded Spruce. Okay? And I was actually going to use the alternatives, but since I'm not really doing the card the way the instructions show, but you know what I am going to do? I will change it up a teeny bit, because you know what? In the other one, I did use the Gorgeous Grape. This time, I think I will use the Mint Macaron because I like how it goes so nicely with the Soft Seafoam. Okay, let's get that out. Let's stamp it. I wanted to bring in another tool, but I can do it with this, hopefully. Let me just hold my breath. Okay, you know how like when you're in the x-ray, having an x-ray done, they say, hold your breath. Okay, you can breathe now. I had my, yay! I had my foot x-rayed, or not my foot. Yes. No, my hip. I had my hip x-rayed. I've had so much stuff going on. But I had my hip x-rayed, and she told me to hold my breath. I'm like, why? It's my hip. It's not like you're, I don't know. But anyways, whoever's an x-ray tech out there, could you tell me? Because I forgot to ask her why I needed to hold my breath. My hip wasn't going to breathe. So anyway, that was fun. I was able to hold my breath. It felt like eternity. So, okay, now we're going to use the dimensionals that came in one of the kits. I'm going to put that on there. Ouch. I don't know how I hurt myself, but I did. This could be hazardous to your health. No, it can't. It's just so much fun. You don't even notice the pain. Cooking is worse. Look what I did when I went to clean my, I cleaned a knife and I cut myself. And I went nutsos. I did. I literally went nuts. Let's see if we can make this look straight. Oopsie. Yeah, that's good. Well, we're going to kind of make it look straight. Okay, so there we go there. Now let's get these two guys on here. I'm just plodding along. Here we go. I do have a tip to share with you in regards to these little doodads. I don't see. Okay, I need one of these. Nope, I don't want that one. Oh, good. I want a little dimensional, and I'll put that in the description box below as well. You know what? There we go. Now I'm going to do the same. Oops, where'd the glue? Oh, here they are. Oops, I put it in the wrong place. Oh well, that's okay. Okay, let's put it in the right place, okay? Then let's take it off. Might as well take the other one off too. It's not going to hurt it. No one's going to know except me and you. And all those people watching this. Okay, so I'm going to take a small one. It's the only other thing, one of the other tools that I'm using is this. Okay, I'm going to put that in here. Okie dokie. Now remember my little ribbon? We're going to take one of these glue dots. I'm going to try to turn it into a ball. Well, I reckon we're not. Okay, so I'm going to stick it right here. I'm going to use my tool. That makes it so much easier. And while it's on there, I can take, there we go. I can take the glue dot cover and then roll up the glue dot a little bit. Here we go, like a little tiny ball. And I'm going to stick that over here. Forgive me for these lights. I couldn't find my other lights for some reason because we moved over here and I haven't been able to find them. So please forgive me, and I will try to have them by the next video if at all possible, but I don't know. I'm going to stick that little bow right there. And you know what? I'm just going to stick these underneath. Oopsie. There we go. There. That looks cute. So there's that. Oh no, that's not the card. We're not done yet. I usually have things on straight, but hey. I really like to glue things, and I go a little hog wild when I use the dimensionals on layers, because I just really want it to stay. And I just, unless I'm gluing it down now, I don't have any issue with that, but this is difficult for me to use these things because you have to really make sure that it's on there. Now notice how when I went to this one, I just was double checking and I touched it. Well, I've got a way. It's not my way. I didn't come up with it. Another demonstrator came up with it. Her name is Liz Yule. and she's from the UK. And she came up with this wonderful idea of marking your dimensionals so that, excuse me, holding my breath. Oops. See, I didn't hold it up. I didn't put it down all the way, so I'm able to pick it back up. Well, apparently not. Plus, you want to make sure this is going the right way. And it is, thank goodness. We would have a problem here. Okay, let me get back in there. Get back in view here. Maybe if we took these things away, that would help a little, right? Okay. Much better. Okay, squishy, squishy. Okay, and you open up, and you can either write something or stamp something in there. I'm not going to stamp anything because I want to save it for, you know, when I really need a card, and I'll just write or put something inside there. Now let me show you what Miss Yule did for this, for the dimensionals. I have some dimensionals here that from the card kit that I haven't used yet. So I'm going to show you with this. She had a ruler. You can use any kind of ruler. I have a metal one. And you just center, you know, put it in between, in the middle of the dimensionals. Let me show you using, see there's a dimensional right here and here and here. Okay, so I'm going halfway in between those, and I'm going to mark it. Hopefully this will work. Oopsie. Helps to, if you mark the actual dimensional, not the envelope. But see, it doesn't matter what it looks like. It's just, you know, just that you mark it, because when you do, then you'll have something like what I did on this one. Because every time I use these, I know that I didn't remove the paper backing, because then the line is there. That helps me to see that it's there, and so I didn't remove it. So that's really kind of a really good tip, I thought, from her. That was awesome. So I'm just quickly going through and doing this one right. Whoops, apparently I didn't. Going through this, it matters not. I noticed that a pin won't work. These look, the stuff already came off of it, the labeling. They're those, what do you call it? They're not the fat markers, they're the thin ones that you can write with. And so I just use those, what do you call these? I forget what they're called. But anyways, they're markers. Just regular old markers. And there you have it. They're all marked, and now when I go to use them, I'll know that, I'm going to let this dry for a bit, but I'll know that they're, when I've got all the little backings off or not. So let's go back to the cards and see what, so you can see what they all look like again, and the box. Let me move everything out of the way so you can see clearly. Remember that song? I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. Oh, I love that song. I've changed the words so many times. Anyway, okay. Let me pull out these cards. Okay. So these are the original cards that I made before the video. And whoops, somehow I got that. Okay, here's that one, this one, and this one, and this one. And this is the one we just did. Can you see all those? Let me stand up to look. Yes, you can. Oh, no, you can't. Here's that, and then here's the beautiful box that they came in. And what I'm going to do is do a better job You could take a screenshot of that and then see how pretty they are. How about if we do this? I mean, you can't really see the beautiful box. There you go. See? We'll just put that back down there. And there we have it. All the cards, well, not all the cards, but all the samples of the cards so that you can see how you can interchange your stamp sets. Now, when I get the other cards, or the other stamp set that actually goes with this, then I will use that too. So I've used 2 stamp sets. They came from the Looking Up and Hello Dear, all-inclusive card kits. This is really, really an awesome way to use what you have. Just on the project kits, use what you have, or get the kit of the card that comes with it. It's really a really nice way of making some different cards. Maybe you want them to say something else. That's really cool. But they fit the little strips that we have here. And all I did was, with the last one, it was a smaller one, so I took it from one of my other stamp sets. If you have others, great. If you don't, hey, start with what you have if you start with a card kit. And then I have Paper Pumpkin too. So that stamp set is usable. That's what's really cool about these kits. They come with everything except the project kit we just did today. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you learned something today. And I just want to encourage you to discover the creativity in you. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.